cyber insurance really becoming its own product just recently over the past few years, kind of breaking off from being a bundled product. And that's a key distinction for people to understand is that is its own entity. It's not ideally bundled into a package anymore. So these companies that are very comfortable with their other lines of products, they're either making it very difficult to get cyber insurance or they're increasing the cost of cyber insurance. And then we've got a whole another group of cyber specific insurance companies that are very data forward and they are really trying to get ahead of the curve and they are specializing in this product because they know that cyber insurance over the next 20 to 50 years will most likely be the largest type of insurance in the marketplace with the evolution of where things are going. So that's a little bit of background on why things are becoming challenging and expensive. And then we're also seeing that advanced cyber defenses are becoming more essential, right? We've got to try to stay ahead of the criminals, and that's a challenge. But we are putting ourselves in a great position for cyber insurance if we have these defenses. It's heavily weighed by the insurance companies, the type of defenses that are in place when they look at pricing a policy or just the type of coverage that's being offered. When we look at the cyber insurance market, and this is cost of the premiums is just, you see that hockey stick effect going up, right? We're seeing some companies double or triple the premium they have to pay this year, just over last year. And so when we look at this over a course of 10 years, you see that this hockey stick is starting to go a little bit more vertical, and that's never something you want to see when it's a cost graph, right? So we're seeing that there's a dramatic increase in the amount of premiums that insurance companies are looking for in the cyber insurance market. And the reason for that, or a primary driver of that, is that if we were to look at the amount of ransomware attacks, ransomware has a few different forms, but the worst form is if someone were to show up to their office one day and they just have bricked computers. The computers either have that dreaded blue screen or a black screen with a ransom message. It's tough to say until a forensic expert gets into the system how a threat actor got into the network, but sometimes it was months ago or potentially even years ago where a threat actor will get into a system and they will incubate that system. And then when they feel there's a real vulnerability, they'll trigger a ransomware attack. Actually, there's a lot of school systems, unfortunately, have been hit by this recently. So they'll know right before the school year to ask for a ransom, or they'll know with certain industries that there's a big event coming up or some essential activity that has to take place. And that's when they'll trigger this ransomware attack because they're hoping to get paid. And we see a huge increase in this from 2020 to 2021, and even data in this year, it's increasing even more. So they're becoming more and more prevalent. And these are the type of attacks. I know we have some data on this later, but like I said, they can hit the full policy limit in days. They can be extremely expensive. And in times, fortunately, these criminals view themselves as business people. They're very good at knowing how much ransom to ask for, knowing how they're going to get paid, and being able to really work this system. So the increase in these ransomware attacks, which are covered by a good cyber insurance policy, has led to a lot of policy claims being paid out. Premiums are going up dramatically because the companies are having to rework their algorithms around how they charge the premiums based on claims in the past.